Bonjour, bonjour, c'est Aegon. Peut-être dernier live de l'Escolésium. Non, on est à la fin. On va voir ça parce qu'il y a des quêtes à finir, mais je pourrais ce fameux lancer de dés là. Alors,
Hi again. So, how are things going? He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music. And by big... Yes? Yes. What? The what now? Oh, the old ultra. I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosafed is the shit.
Yes. What? It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No.
He sniffs the air. Then, a shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it? He nods enthusiastically. No doubt, a little.
Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Cotman. You're an augury of a new era of Anodic dance music. That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right? Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple...
Ok, ça c'est fait. Ah, il y a un bateau, c'est quoi ça? Non, il n'y a rien avec.
Yes, what is it?
What? What did you... I can't hear you! The music is too loud! Oh, the project! It's not going well! There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers. He doesn't listen to me! He only ever... Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
We're close. True, hard, full, car. It's hardcore. Skibbity, skibber danger. I am the rearranger.
Your cop training did not prepare.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you... Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective? The name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so...
How about something simple, like the...
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than the amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would...
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas.
I don't.
Good. We have too many
On va bien
opinions
avancer avec
anyway.
ça.
You have? Well, what's the name? Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it?
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we... And short.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco
Ouais, j'ai
Elysium.
gagné.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience.
I'm dancing.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dance.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves?
Ils enseignent 3% avec ça, on va aller loin.
Goodbye, officer.
Alors, on peut pas. On peut pas oublier de toute façon. Tout ça, j'ai même pas découvert tout ça.
We're close. True, hard, full, car, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah.
He furrows his brow as his very
Hardcore. Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? I am the mic enforcer. I am the chick.
D'accord.
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be. Yakokata is a hardcore place.
On va faire 50 machins pour trouver
True,
le...
hard, full, car. It's hardcore. Skibbity, skibberdanger.
your cop training.
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah.
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? One mind, one spirit, there's no other word.
Comment tu fais pour
We're close.
lui parler du câble?
Hard, full, car. It's hardcore. Skibbity,
Your cop training.
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Here comes the night.
Hein?
We're close. True, hard, full, hardcore.
Yeah!
Lucky Earthski Materialski.
On
We're
va-
close.
Comment on va faire pour lui
True,
parler de ça,
hard,
lui?
full, car. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winters.
Oh putain, ça va être
We're
le truc.
close.
Du dialogue
True,
chiant,
hard,
lit.
full, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
Gotta get the people going. Yeah, request. I want everybody's. We're close. True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent.
All car! All right! Yeah!
Gotta get the people going. I'm the party boy. It's my job. Two on a track. Watch your back.
Il va faire comment pour lui parler de ce jeune câble? C'est bien à lui qu'il faut parler. Parler, hein, du câble. Ouais, et on fait comment?
You got us in, cop, between you and me. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame but a cell using her contact mic to listen. The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass.
Okay.
What he means is, you're right, actually. The tent was a safety hazard, and this place was deserted anyway.
You sure that's a good idea? Those are some serious frequencies.
Come on, Noid. I think we owe him.
Asel's right. He's one of us now. Guess it would be pretty soft core for me to say, yeah, alright. But if you're going to sync up with not likely, scoped that spot a while back. It's shortwave stuff. Build it ourselves! We built this nightclub, we can build anything! Yeah, maybe. Tech-wise, radio's not the... An antenna hardcore enough to shake the whole world! Maybe not that big, but pretty big.
28%.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into... That's right. The first settlers built it alone on an uninhabited... I would want to build a safe place for myself. A cop who's into building critique. Okay then. This is folk galore total. Like that woman there. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really... Stands to reason it used to be white on the out...
Year after year, flake after flake, white slowly peeled by the wind. Your skin crawls from the sensation as you look around.
Dead bodies of perennial plants. I saw some piglets, they had censorship. End of quote. This is a Sarais man who lived a long time ago. An ancient, hardcore brother. A 3,000-year-old tyrannic...
The way he says it, the force in false core, is invested.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance. I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Just mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is mass murder on the floor. Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, she invented the beauty you're feeling. Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That's, you wouldn't be the first. Millions liked her. She's got no one says Arno Van. Likewise. No, humanism leads to eating. She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we live in, isn't real life. It's a strategy for... I like this question, Cop Man. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that. Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
What a strange choice of caustic. That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep... But it isn't. And you shouldn't come back to this anymore. This should be the last time. Stop talking about that.
Hard to say, Cop Man. Signs in... I did get to talk to the crab man. Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a... Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. Good thing you didn't squash him. The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give off, not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of. Something new and like... This is some old world shit, I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either. Or it does. But it's what it'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to...
The wood creaks as a gale blows by, outside. Dust particles fall through the darkness, settling down on...
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like... substance. Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here. The signs are syncing up well. Suspicious people are esoteric. It took us setting out. It's short for paranoid. A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious. I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their solar It's our only shit. Yes, having food is... Mental illness is a I prefer not to. The original mistake...
Whatever this true life is,
là,
you feel it's the real centerpiece of this. His eyes flicker.
Dead body... Spirit, the mass murderer. What there is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying it.
The speed freak looks the same way. It is dark there in the back.
The world spirit does not. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass. Okay. Sure. A life is true if it's free from fear. Beats and bright lights.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning.
Utmost dedication. Egghead usually has... Hardcore! Maybe you're being too specific of many non-Occidental cultures. Oh yeah, sure thing.
Ouais, ben là, 8%. Bon. Il y a conceptualisation. Avec ça, je vais pas aller loin. Je vais toujours essayer là.
Close your eyes.
Voilà, coup de bol.
Unfold your mental map of Martinez. It's morning. The wind pushes a piece of tear across the cracked tiles. Your eye follows the tiles west. You see it from behind you, alone, beyond the unkempt backyard. The voice again. You turn around.
Centaur Man is made of metal.
Yeah! Connect the centaur to the lorries! Unite the whole roundabout in hardcore waves!
Huh? Sounds like Egg saying you could use some of the spare cables to rig up the stalled motor lorries and increase the wavelength. Which would pretty much make the old roundabout one giant antenna.
One roundabout! One wavelength! Hardcore!
Probably the biggest antenna in all of Revachol West.
We have the amps! We have the cables! We're almost ready!
He's right. All we're missing now is the transceiver itself. Soon as you find one, we'll be all set. I don't know, buy one? Steal one?
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from my kinema.
Can't do it. We just got this place set up. Can't go risking Egg's most important equipment. Some equipment from Arbor could work. Worth the legwork at least. Yeah, probably. Thing is, you'd have to be an engineer to get...
I highly doubt that. When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall.
A cop-on-cop challenge. Not bad. Let's see what you can... While you're gone, me and Egg will get the rest of the gear together. Meet us back here when you got it.
Ouais. Tes récepteurs. Et je me souviens plus de ce que j'ai dit. Conversation. On en a revu quelque part. Je sais.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Je vais chercher la solution. Donc je lui fais parler. Plein de câbles.
It's hardcore. Skibberdis.
Your cop train.
Quand même zarbiller par moment ce jeu. Attends. Ah oui, il est 22 h.
It's getting cold. This...
Good night, officer.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ear.
What is this place to you?
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up.
Revachol forever.
The bed is comforting. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain,
How have things been going for you?
This bastard isn't even...
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people.
Hear that? Iceman wants to... It's much, much worse than that.
We're trying to help you. All these
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be
in hell. And
everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for...
The last thought in your head before waking is...
Psychédélique, là. Ok.
Good. You're up. Listen, it's a suspicion. Or every day, things seem to spin more and more.
Bonjour. Une gueule de déterré quand même.
Winter, slow to let go of Revachol. Flex, the snow falls lazily. It has been a cold year. All things waiting for spring. Looking up at the sky, melted snow dripping. The sky is full of... The melting snow seeps through your thin clothes. Grandmothers don't let their... Near. Snow falls into dark water. She pray, that's all. Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak. More winding coastlines lined with a bat. The waters turn black. Coal City, no more. Below the old mines. Losser Municipal. Children under 14. They go after rubies. 2 kilometers. The mausoleum contains a few petite. All around her, white snow.
We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up.
Pour le moment, ça part trop dans des délires psychédéliques là. Bien prise de tête. Non, il y a un truc là.
The once bright mural towers above you,
58.
saying, Feld Electrical. Suddenly, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rust. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb. Trying to talk to the wind.
How do we? I was really hoping she'd been... She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village. Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can all... An adventure awaits. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Mais pour l'instant, c'est verrouillé.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? Sure. What's on your mind? Yes, they even built a pleasure...
A pleasure wheel?
Yes. To lure in their star engineers. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed.
A pleasure wheel?
Yes. To lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but weeds, but of course, what else?
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, suddenly there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then...
She's down there.
Okay. Why? Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of the...
Finally, my time to shine.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to...
A rusty ladder leads to the...
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the... In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180? Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from... What if you were to do something more... What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
This really has nothing to do with adventure. Oh yes, it could hurt a lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. You're at...
Okay, well, that's impressive, but...
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
Monter l'échelle, les yeux fermés.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside.
Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the system...
Ok, pour l'instant on est arrivé à monter. Les faveurs des lancers de dés. Attends, je suis où là? Il y a juste un truc à exact. Là, l'escalier, on a l'impression que c'est écroulé plutôt. Je vois pas ce qu'il y a.
2 rusty metal plates that slide. The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard. After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before. At least now we have an exit, so let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Ça pour sortir, je pense.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? Outside the window, desolation. Snow falls soft.
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Indeed, no one could get a clear view. Well, at least...
The lieutenant's voice betrays his... A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man. Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair matched. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand.
Yes. Looks like some latter-day radicals were hiding half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts I think the purpose of this bunker was to We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in random...
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Feel something, like a swarm of...
No, what do you mean? I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were foot possibly. If she's... Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do.
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
Volontaire, restez calme, passons.
Yes, there won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think...
If you must.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful later.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this.
C'est le jeu qui te dit que t'as un point de non-retour si tu veux finir les trucs.
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think...
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Ouais, donc on va sauvegarder là. C'est ce qui te dit. Ok, si vous le faites, vos quêtes en lien avec le syndicat et la communauté prendront peut-être fin. Peut-être. Ça, je voulais. Sang-froid, plus de sang-froid et du frisson. Est-ce qu'il n'y aurait pas besoin de ça aussi? De toute façon, j'ai pas d'arme. Parce que tout ce que ça peut changer.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head. Kraz Mazov would have worn this, Yushan. Glory to the river.
Regardez-la.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, it's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her...
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just... I can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance.
As she says the word, officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways. That's an awful decision. Why would you not want to shield yourself from it? It's an entirely new type of experience. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan... I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught...
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale. Literally, signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration...
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for... At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically...
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking. And you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Est-ce que je vais rester
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through. I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are...
Oh yeah. Way beyond. The pale? It's the end of the world. No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. You're big boys. You can handle it. Stop being...
Turn this...
God damn it. Fine. I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She's carrying a 2-barreled front loader. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but she can form sentences now. Just keep her talking. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while. So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised. So nice. That's one knife I didn't want.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Ami, elle a craqué.
Nah, she didn't crack. She's a survivor, but she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus and his boys, man. He told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make it...
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happened...
A dull despair.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by? I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same. Like what? I already told you.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types. Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other... Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, I'm listening. No. Gifts of flowers and candy aren't really my style. So now I'm leaving revolutionary symbols around? Come on. I never did understand why, when someone dies. No, I did not. Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me. Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder.
No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar. And? A knocked-away 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
That Merc was probably shot from a distance with a military-grade rifle. Otherwise, everyone at the whirling would have heard the shot downstairs.
The gun store. Trigger Happy Jacks. What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal. Yeah, evidence. Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when...
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She...
Police radio? You've been... for the...
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room. He was still warm. but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long.
She eyes you warily, as though she's refusing to adopt the demeanor of a cornered animal, a leader with no...
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her. Oh yeah, super. But I didn't... No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea. Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck. To fake lividity? Then, yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed. As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions. Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me. I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questions. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something to him. Fucking hell. And why me? It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in...
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the...
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing. Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
A man in a white suit walks through a garden coaxed from soil that had once rows and rows of poppies. Taking out a knife, he crouches at the end of one flower bed. He scored...
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking tight.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway? Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty... One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman, that sound about right? Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now. What bunker? Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
Ah. Ah, c'est pas le temps de faire un screen.
The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell. But she looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no... You know.
J'ai d'accord de ne pas se tirer une balle dans la tête.
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lived. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call. I would have done the same, had I not been incapacitated.
He couldn't take it like you. It irks him. Then he gets over it.
I have a feeling we didn't. Her tent. We should check it out.
Eh ben.
The plain red tent. It was pitched by practiced hands. The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, it reeks of cigarettes. Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow.
See anything?
Règles Monthly, Journal of Material Science. You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
A thick journal. The cover is made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports the journal falls open. About 2/3 of it's ruled by the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in...
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones, short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell trade. The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as you. Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me. You have no idea what she means. That name isn't mentioned.
What about this M? Could this be like...
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to find... Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measure. The entry ends abruptly. The most recent entry is from even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on...
It looks like she might have been... framed? I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. Could have been Titus. Then again... Maybe there's a hardy boy we've yet to meet, who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to... One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask.
Je pensais que j'avais fini le... C'est la fin du jeu, pas du tout. Moins de mise en scène. Et ça, je... Retourner de l'autre côté. Il y a tellement de sous-quêtes, des fois tu sais même pas laquelle qu'il faut faire en fait. Alors là je peux pas. Et là je peux me TP. Ah. À partir d'ici, ouais. Non, toujours pas. Je veux pas que je me TP. Si je veux partir de là, il faut que j'y aille à pied. Radeau au-dessus de vous, qui sait peut-être quelque chose à l'intérieur. Ah.
It takes you a moment, but finally, the reeds bend, the constant, distant, the trap feels light, no locus. No phasmid either, but still, your voice echoes on.
Well, the bait worked on something.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the other.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging. Right. Anyway.
Stop. Now. It is time. Yes. And it's not going to be. Arm yourself with anything you can, unless you have nothing. Because I can talk you out of it, whatever it is. You're too likable to die. Don't worry. It would be better if you didn't have to.
Et quoi c'est? Ah ouais, de toute façon je peux pas y aller. C'est réglé. Oula, il n'y a plus personne.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need—
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
T'es mercenaire, ça.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate.
Shh. This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like that.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower. And he
peaceful.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The mask—
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this? If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene. The Mercenary Tribunal.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Pig fuck!
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the—
She doesn't seem to understand the severity. With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between— No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out.
97%.
Get under his skin.
Logiquement, je l'ai.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. How uncloven. He doesn't talk
C'est lui qui a
much.
tué le commandant.
all of you cunts inside out. Rip you open.
The gunner, the raddest, the killer. What do you think he does? Smart loincloth. He fucks natives up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Yeah? Who did that?
Vous montrer, c'est quelqu'un d'autre. Attends. Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? C'est lui le tueur, non? Non, c'est trop évident. Rudy. Cage, je crois que c'était Titus.
How fucking convenient. One of us? You saying we? What if I just... How about the kid? Go ahead. Tell me we fucking killed...
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud.
You're lying, DePaul.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
Fucking liars.
Oops.
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny... The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot...
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot. All right, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
What always happens when you get good at your job? That name Midnight Raids. Fucking... The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Crenell. Not after this shit.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left! She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one! You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but...
Fucking waste this fuck!
Of course, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it.
You don't fucking talk to me about my brother, Loin.
Okay, yes. Immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully.
What's that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
rude. Kill him.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it. His eyes in the slit of the helmet. Is there anything we could use from the corner of your eye? You see the lieutenant raise. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifle.
Bon, adieu, monde cruel.
You leap left.
Ah non, c'est bon, j'ai réussi.
And the lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke. Watch out. To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. And it's 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geese. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at a look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. Here it comes. Death.
Ben, 3%, ça m'étonnerait. Esquiver le tir. Ne rien tenter. Impossible, tu m'étonnes. Terminé.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain.
You're bleeding out. Stay with me. Yes, keep talking. You hear me?
But you can't. It's a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant doesn't. There.
Je crois pas.
Behind.
97%.
You hear your bloody lips mumble, but he does not understand. He just shakes his head, still crouched over you. You hear a distant gunshot. Like a pillow, he falls.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more.
Kim, there is...
Have mercy on yourself.
He's not taking it. And rotting.
He can't go. Not before there is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world.
Hours turned to days. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never...
You see Kuno's familiar shape in the found pants. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Coinslot's dead?
You can barely hear him. The pain is so bad.
Kuno just told you your friend is dead, and you're crying about pain. That doesn't seem right to Kuno. Nah, Kuno's just lying to you. To the hospital, fucktard. Try to keep up with Kuno.
Thank God. Okay, he's alive.
They say you got a lot of people killed, like half the town. They say you didn't do shit. I guess that's...
He's not saying Kuno. He's saying I, and not calling you...
Nah, Kuno's just off speed for a few days.
Being off speed makes Kuno sad. Makes Kuno think about shit. Sure, Kuno's gonna help you with that. Kuno's in a given mood right now. Yeah, it was a fucking massacre. You and Kuno are the only ones.
Relax. The kid is just messing with you. There were only 10 people present at the fight. 10 times more than that.
You tore some shit up there, pig. Got shot too. How would Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking doctor. Pretty fucking bad, Kuno thinks. But you're one lucky pig. Are your legs attached to Kuno? Can the Kuno move your legs?
You won't be able to dance much. That's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though. If
you keep asking all this weird shit from Kuno that the Kuno did?
He didn't.
It's cool. Just remember, Kuno doesn't save shit for free. Yeah, some cunt from your station came over and knife fucked you. Nick's fuck leave, I think he was called.
If he did triage and left, you must... We're detecting druamine in your bloodstream. It's a potent morphine-based painkiller.
Why? In the name of fuck would Kuno's fucking smart? Kuno... Go easy, pig. You want to lean on the Kuno or something?
Ouch. Ouch. The kid turns double for a second. Damn, that hurts. Breathe. Your balance is way off. You feel...
So, how is it?
Kuno observes you. Get still. You see something akin to respect in his eyes.
2 days? Kuno's been out longer sleeping off the speed. 2 days is nothing to the Kuno. Titus died. Some of his goons too. The whole fucking harbour is in lockdown right now. Even Kuno can't get in. Yeah, fucking dead. Died in the hospital, I hear. Union's all weepy and shit.
It probably is. Fucking Butterfingers.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. No one goes in or out. Shit's paranoid now. Yeah, she's way gone pig. Kuno's been here for 2 days, and Baby Beard and you are the only fucks. No problem. Kuno shares the info. Baby Beard was in here. Was probably a bitch to clean this shit up.
Baby Beard? That can only...
Yeah, fucking Baby Beard. Cleaned all your shit up. He's like your fucking mum now or something. So, listen, pig. Kuno's been thinking about shit and... Kuno's coming with you. Help you wrap this shit up. Final. This scene is dead. Kuno's out of here.
Trying to recruit him is like trying to make a pet out of fire. This kid recognizes only... He is streetwise. Knows the neighborhood. Knows...
Accepted the Kuno like a motherfucker. What are we gonna do now? Yeah, debrief Kuno. Let Kuno know the plan.
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminium box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar call.
Bitch next door. That's what Kuno's thinking too. Good call. Let's rock it, pig.
Good. You're up. It's a suspicion. An earth shack every day.
Je crois que... Qu'est-ce que je... Et toi, je sais pas, dis-moi. Bon. Ah, tu n'as pas beaucoup.
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of yourself in the mirror. The expression.
Je peux toujours pas rien faire. Hein. Alors, en autorité. Tiens. Attends. Bon, eh.
Good. You're up. It's a suspicion earth-shattering every day. These papers bear the stamp of the RCM.
The child. Dom's unfinished. Dom's unfinished. Ah, motorcycle emptiness. That's a cool case. No one tells Kuno what to call something. But the Beano was alright.
Very little. This is a daily write-up. He's KK57, 28 kilometers to the northeast, in the infirmary of Precinct 57. Lieutenant Kim, why are you here? Asked the man as the cough fit to inquire about the Lieutenant E. Freighter, sir. I am his partner, says Satellite. Then why are you wasting time here? Coughs Kim. He's out there, in Martinez, on his right-hand side, a little blue notebook. This year, you can see references to the child, half a dozen stolen property cases.
Rien d'autre, hein? Non, on peut rien faire.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. This time, something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound, filling you with a belief. It seems like the brackets broke inside. clearly see footprints. The dust has not settled again where these footprints have been made. The displacement in this dusty hell tells us neither the footprints nor the dust speak their large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. The footprints are still there. They have told their story.
Alors, attends. Attends.
Over there, in the corner.
Infinite. Ah non, quoi, attends. Infinite mécanique. Il n'y a rien d'autre, hein.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Lit. A phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fucking care. Shit ain't...
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats reads the golden lettering. Get the game on, Fingerboy. Those flippers are ready. It takes a while to get into a rhythm, but pretty soon you're go, Fingerboy. The kid on your side looks bored. The game, if he's off on the speed train, there isn't much. Your game is deafened. Suddenly, a special maneuvering a goat walk, tiny hammer shatter. The words pale.
The fuck?
There's so much fog. This can be met. You're down to your last goat, going mostly by sound. Eyes are useless at this point, but the kid doesn't reply. He's squinting, eyes desperately trying to pierce the relentless how, if you can't even see it. The last goat plummets into the fog with almost suicidal glee. There goes nothing.
Ce qui ne sert bien à rien.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does not. The cobalt blue, old cobalt paint. It leads to a side.
On peut rien faire, je vois rien.
This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb, smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, "This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines." There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descendre, and an international call just about. If tilted precisely, for a small, the deep scratches on the floor suggest it was used as a freight elevator for
Ah, les traces de pas.
You clearly see footprints.
Il n'y a pas d'autres gants. En remettant en perception, est-ce que je vais pas détecter quelque chose? Apparemment non. Mais il n'y a rien. Ah non, respectez la... J'avais déjà inspecté pourtant la fenêtre.
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man...
Oh! Kuno knows this shit! Ballistic shit!
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth. It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles. From a point beyond the roof. The island in the bay.
Pig? You're really fucking onto something there. Cool shit. Sub-Zero shit. Kuno's listening. You got his attention.
The wind blows in from the open window. The boy squints, looking into the cold distance.
Yeah, why fucking not? Just how are you gonna get to the island? Kuno has his ways, but that ain't for your fat old ass. There's this lady in the village. She... yeah, there are boats there. You go, do shit there.
Regardez.
Oh, you're up.
Fucking cleaned it.
What a dick. Dancing around in his maid uniform. Kuno forces an unnatural smile.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you... defended maybe putting it a bit generously, though.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by.
I hope at least your partner is recovering quickly. Also, oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business. I don't remember everyone who comes here. And many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a bad...
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. No problem. They'll come back. They always...
Oh no. You fly solo? Those guys have been going around town. Can I...
He probably means they've been more...
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon.
Huh? What?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaved... While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo?
There's nothing left.
What a fucking pussy.
The eyes looking back at you from the narrow face are those of a...
Damn songbird of misery, that one. God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all.
She's gone. Face it.
Yeah, you too. We shouldn't have fucked with...
Hear that?
I wouldn't go that far.
Kuno's gonna scram now. Can't be seen with pigs. Can't shit on... So yeah, see you on the C4 island.
Kuno will...
Un jour, je serai de retour.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of... This was Cindy the Scar. The red-dyed fuel oil glistens. And blood. Heavy fuel oil. The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. The falling snow turns to the flames warm your face. Then, a gust of cold wind and the fire falters.
It's time to go to the island.
Slowly, the flames subside.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. Even I can see that. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen. What do you expect? Police officers get put into... Still, I'm sorry to hear about your partner. He seemed losing a family member's tough. But we've all lost someone we are close to. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were... I'm not sure those were the loss of the men we've got. Though I suppose you took the worst... What do you expect? Still, I'm sorry to hear about your partner. He seemed to be a decent enough sort. Losing a family member's tough. But we've all lost someone we are close to.
Ah bon?
Officer, what happened?
She sounds almost disappointed with you.
Look at you, you can barely walk. Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual. So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. Better than being dead. Okay. Of course. Can I help you with something? That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. The kids sometimes go there too. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge. If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes.
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there. Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
28%.
The scruffy-haired the other one, looks indistinguishable from...
On that island? That's, nothing. It's just a seafood and some and we make a fire. We make a... Gather the sticks for the fire and bullets. Oh, there it lies. The fire guy comes around.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
I don't know. No. Yes. Because he asks to put the fire out. I don't know. He doesn't like it. Yes. No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live. I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there. There's Lily's mum.
One of the boys.
Ok. On va aller là.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed...
Yes, I am. That's nice. My mum is great. Yes. They look the same. They look identical. It's a grouse.
You might be able to get on God's good side if you...
I don't know. Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway.
All right. You just need to grab it from the ceiling.
It's Lammy. He's...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen...
Yes. Very soft. Isn't he soft? Bye!
Bon. Elle a utilisé la nourriture.
A skiff with a small... Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle. Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
D'abord fixe monitor.
There. This is now a rock and roll skiff. It'll keep you company on the... Very cool. Now, Sad FM is a radio station.
Tu peux aller un peu plus vite? Ah oui, c'est le tout à l'heure là. Début du jeu là. Mes églises. On peut pas skipper ça. Okay.
The boat comes to a slow stop. You turn the end in the silence. A sputter of...
Good, you made it.
Non, comment il est arrivé là, lui?
I mapped the place out, and it looks like both of us aren't gonna make it. This is... I don't know. Maybe Kuno's just pessimistic because of the massive speed hangover.
The kid turned... The chain trails off into the ocean. Connect...
Cool fucking chain. Fuck does Kuno know?
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. The flock of quail departs. Now more than 100 on the islet. There is almost no wind, just the light movement like a silent orchestra tuning, of great importance to the few who attend.
What?
Momentarily, the sounds are swept away. Pain shoots up your right foot.
Spooky ass island. That's how it is on Spooky ass Island.
Alors, pas le choix, je pense qu'on est obligé de passer par là. Parce qu'il y a un machin bleu.
An old cylindrical generator.
This shit's cold.
The boy helps you out, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous. There's a red starter switch on the recoil start wakes the old generator up instantly. The machine...
We're in. We're doing this.
tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going for...
Don't know. Looks like downstairs somewhere.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the most are soft covers, serialized among what is mostly commercial.
Been reading shit here. Hooked on the book.
Que 8%. Avec ça, j'allais voir.
There's a greasy old spring.
Check this shit. Someone's been squatting here.
A flash of pain interrupts you, making...
Hey, Kuno doesn't want to hurt your feelings, but you look like shit. Maybe you should lie.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. You didn't realize how tired you were. The blanket feels... You feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the man. Sleep.
Allez, allez, lève-toi, mon pote. Descendez vers la chaîne, il y a quelque chose en bas.
Dolorous Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Okay, don't say you need to talk right away, but you don't even want to talk to her. Let her go. This is the holy queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of the historic knowledge.
I'm going to Morova, to live there in Grad. It's 1 million. Just my scepter, my globe cruciger. Oh, this. This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality.
She looks at the...
Anyway. No, Harry. We don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form. It's all gone. I have to go to the...
Oh, God. Whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, she is not kissing you back. Her chest, rising like a pillow, feels like soft fuzz, the world's most precious material, reserved for those she lets. A delicate wreath on her forehead, pressing into your... Her hand does not return the grip. Her body is rigid. Nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive, but the moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying hard not to look at you. When she withdrew, and you... Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I feel.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see. I'm pregnant. Yes. He did it. I terminated yours. Don't you remember, you poor fuck? Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions.
More questions. Ask more.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it. That's not what figurines do, Harry.
She looks at the...
I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the headless fallen rider back then.
No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her go.
I have to, Harry. Really.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should...
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time... I won't see you, but you will see me. Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Right here, I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And oh yes, this is real. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Par contre, ça traîne un peu en longueur là, à la fin. Là. Je vais finir maintenant le jeu, mais je sais pas combien de temps il reste, c'est chiant. Je suis près de la fin là, si je m'arrête maintenant.
Oh there, man. You've been squealing and thrashing around. Crazy. And now you're bleeding too? Again? Sure. That's what... Yeah, no biggie. Don't... Now let's get this shit back on...
You see a small metal door nested.
Another part of Death Island. Some Kuno don't know how to pick this lock. This one's military shit. Fucking A. Let's get this shit open. Get to the secrets behind. Secret style.
Il y a tout de l'autre côté. La console.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional.
Old hardware from the big power box upstairs. Try fucking with that one. It's red.
The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A dim, ambient orange. The dial slides under the glass. Dark. The door comes screeching to a halt. Behind it, you see a hole in the concrete wall, where light shines in. A sudden wave of anxiety.
Fucking right.
Ça me fait fleur blanche. D'accord. Là, il y a des trucs là, mais comment tu vas là? Que j'ai loupé.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his then spits it out into unclouded by cataracts. His eyesight.
The what now? I can't hear you. I may have. All sorts of little rats have come.
The position.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. My eyesight.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side. His left side remains motionless.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it's a Triangong 446.
Whoa! Massive gun!
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Signal commune. Military aid. You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk wiped from the ball. You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy command.
The words, I am an enemy commander, sound cold as...
And what rank would that be, dog? A big wheel of the 4th Regiment of the pederast. It's out of bullets.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels the rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the...
This guy smoked a lot of people with this.
No response from the old man.
Mm-hmm.
The old man keeps following your motion with his... This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a... No reply. His leg twitches. You need to contextualize it for him first. He sounds like he hasn't gotten to speak to another...
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. Political... I am a deserter, a partisan.
Wait! Like the fucking ancient army?
Yes, I am from... I left my unit on the 43 years. No, I wasn't a resurrection until they turned it in. 43 years and 10 months. It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home.
Always waiting. For her to return. Girl, child, revolution. They have you. The historic opportunity for our revolution.
What has he done? Perhaps a confession will lighten the load.
I just mourn. How does anyone survive?
Now hold on there.
Supplies, vegetables. I've been throwing up blood since winter. Red.
He does seem frail. Gaunt for his age. More like 70.
Kuno's dad has this shit. Wine belly. The cops can take care of this, right? Medicine shit. With, like, facilities.
I need to die. You don't have medical facilities. You have guns. That's all they... I haven't. I have hope. I don't even know what. Inferno? No wonder. All your minds are rotting from the radio. It's disgusting.
Are they not heartbroken? How could they have moved on?
It was hard in the Thames. I didn't have partisan training. They were searching for stragglers, those bloodhounds.
He opens his eyes and looks at something to your left, then at you.
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol, a so-called Lieutenant W. Freighter. You're the RCM. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve.
A spray of blood from his mouth. René, the royalist on the coast, said.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors.
He just wipes the blood from his chin.
Honor is a feudal atavism. My motive is clear. It's not an island, Dwat. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol, the congenitally deformed King Philip II coalition military death blow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone. Iblis. The black-eyed angel. No, I am not a soldier. Trained in historical material.
The old man does not answer.
My pig asked you a question. Quit
Scientific communism. A commissaire politique is a night philosopher.
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
No, you're not. You're
The old man spit. There's definitely something off with his body. Something more than just metabolism, or even cancer.
There's nothing serious in this world. What have I used it for?
Here we go. A trail. Even the kid can smell it.
Killing people? Like...
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? I've used it to kill.
You mean like... lately?
There is no after the war.
So he's continued killing after. Going straight. No euphemisms. No. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
I don't want to tell you anything.
And why did you think that was a good idea? Don't listen to me. I'm wrong all the time.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it. You're in.
Oh yes, that one.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on the scent of blood in the air. Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
Stupid dwat. Matter does not behave. Your brain is...
Whatever, man.
Yeah, this just did not. But still, somehow you knew it was a communist.
Standing there, slack-jawed, brain festering.
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof. There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. They're revolution nowhere else. Nowhere in... Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bed. You got it. Remember? The boot? Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. Nothing else comes up.
Yo, a word.
Minions of capital. What do you want? Petty bourgeois law.
A drop of blood in this. Tear into him again. Pile it on him.
Damn Maybells. The whole island.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, they blossom on the islets before we fertilize them with...
South, the Bay of Martinez is dotted with little freckles of islets.
The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it.
Bet you've been sneaking around a lot. Hidden. No one...
I may. Classier. With the victim.
Almost. But you need one more. Just one. Or maybe two.
Everything is brands with you individual. Fucking imbecile.
The maker is called Sansarique, and these are not the unusual horizontal patterned souls you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size. Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
Racking those brains, are you?
The kid gives you a quick sideways glance. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering. Look, the old man stares at his own prints in the ash. More. He's gonna crack. But you need a little more.
Got nothing to say about that boomstick, huh?
It's a real gun. Not like you look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real...
Damn, he saw you. He's watched. He would have a good view of the tribunal from it. So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
Like fuck you did. You didn't handle anything. None of those people mean anything to you.
You're getting diverted. Push the gun. Only the gun mattered.
You let them all die. Pranced around. Let your... I know what it feels like. I lost people because I... Who are you trying to prove this to, huh? Your friend? He's not here. He's dead, isn't he? The world will rejoice. You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping. Beating us to the ground. Got your attention.
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol. I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. I didn't think I had a shot like that. Nothing. And so they did.
Fucking hell.
Yes.
A motive. A real cop gets a motive. He could say he was taking the fall for someone. It's useless in court without a motive. Coax it out of him. He's still warm.
I'm always looking.
You always...
A rifle helps him.
And if you don't like what you see, then you pull the...
Yes.
Start with when he first saw him. It will give him a chance to...
8%, ouais, d'accord.
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that. Jealousy is a reaction, and I wanted to see his heading. That's all it takes.
He wants to see her covered, to punish her.
Since she came to Martinez, hiding her passport and tickets to Villiers, and from there to Cachet Brut. Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersive. No, I put them back. Why would I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. I could see who she...
The bruises. Can you make that?
You can't see that through a scope. It's just a blur there. She practically breastfed that man. You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her. The world is insane.
It quickly comes to you.
Mm-hmm. Bending like a buck. I've been through all of Martinez. Yes, that too. The things they... You turn it on...
Those two took the cake.
Yeah, the lightning get...
He must know his way.
I can just... I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. Her.
It was about bitches.
Where is she? That Clasier. I haven't seen her there for days. Gone. I knew it. She'd look.
Midtown, across the Bay of Revachol. The oceanic wind washes 40 on the platform, smaller. He knew she...
We can totally...
You could get more. Enough. Take him in.
Et ça commence à être long.
Behind his back and end this.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind picks up. The silence on the...
Do you understand?
No, I...
He's sweating.
We don't need your permission. We do need to talk about that boat, though.
There it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came. Something completely different. It sounds like a bow.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat. What?
What a farce. What are you...
Your skin crawls.
va être long le jeu.
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand move to your holster. But you...
See what exactly? A bug?
Yeah, I can fucking see it.
Thank God. If it's really there, spinning slowly.
Be very careful.
Ça commence à faire long, hein. Attends, parce que j'avais... 1 mètre. Bon, malheureusement, je vais devoir sauvegarder là. Et sans doute faire un tout petit épisode pour finir le jeu. Sur ce, je remercie de passer en direct ou en replay. Et de donner rendez-vous à un prochain live. Merci à tous et à bientôt. Peut-être ce soir pour finir. Au revoir.
Many miles we walk, the many things we learn, the building of a shrine, only just to burn. That's the way it is. That's the way